Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Game of Thrones, a Telltale Games Series, Iron from Ice Part 4. In Part 3, we finally told our uncle that the North Grove cannot be lost, and the focus changed from Gareth to Ethan, who with the loss of his father and brother is now the Lord of House Forrester. We briefly played politics with Lord Whitehill, and I really don't think I helped the situation any, so we'll await Ramsay Snow's arrival to settle the situation.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour, and Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
He's still alive at this point. Yeah, okay, so we're behind the TV show. Well, yeah, if I'm right, in the Red Wedding was the opening bit, then we're about a season back. I don't know if we'll progress through different timelines here or not.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Go, Asher.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
I don't know who that is.
Ethan made this for me.
Alright. Read the letter.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city.
Read it out loud.
I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
So if the wedding's coming up, I wonder if I'll be there for the Joffrey incident.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Drama Queen. We can look out the window. Look at a letter from Mom. We'll look out the window first.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Alright, letter from Mom.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Hello? Guess I'd better get the door. Where's the who is it button? Quit your knocking. I've only got open. I don't know if I want to open it. Or you could just open the door yourself.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Who's this? Alright, I'll let him in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Oh, he's here to scrub up.
Begging your pardon, milady, but...
Is he sitting down?
You alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Is that coal? He's getting like a
You work
fire
for Lady
ready?
Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for
clicked
Lady
on the one
Marjorie.
below that.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about.
Got the call right.
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
With the amount you're yapping, how do they not know you're there? It's not a fly on the wall, he's a fly buzzing in your ear. Hello. Hey, they did alright on her.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come,
Except she's
there's
got
something we must discuss.
a creepy little grin going right now.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Uh-oh.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Ouch.
She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
I feel like I'm gonna get this poor girl killed.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
I wonder if they got Lena Headley to actually voice Cersei. I think that's her name. I could be wrong, I better look that up.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Really?
Good luck.
Thanks. Hope I come out with my head still attached. Oh, Tyrion? Is that Tyrion?
You can do this.
Oh, I've got some control. Oh, the whispers. There's a lot of whispering for so few people in the hall.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl
Queen
knows
is
her
pleased.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
Little kiss up.
And yet, for centuries, the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Indeed.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
Oh, crap.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose
How can I
Bolton?
speak for the whole house?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
She's getting
The
snippy.
girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Oh, shit.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Ah, shit.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Shadow.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Oh,
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king.
Kissing
Your
up.
Grace.
Kissing up.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities
She
straight.
told me to tell her. She can't
She
remember
is a
that.
threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants,
I think Shay is probably the most
which
dangerous
is not very
handmaiden.
encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
You will you?
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
You did a good job on him.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
Uh-oh.
Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
I'll
In
risk
fact,
it. What the
forget
hell?
I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
Roll the dice.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I'm sure it is. Thanks for watching, ladies and gents. We'll have to find out Lady Marjorie's response in the next one. This is BloodBrother, signing off. Oh, snap.
What was that? My lord? Shh. Listen.
That guy's got some ears, man.